Just completed fixing the replacing the gasket on a '04 Toyota Matrix. This would also apply to Toyota Corollas as well, with a 1.8 liter engine, I believe, and replace it with a orange gasket. That's an upgraded one, although this car is 14 years old, so I really don't think it matters. It's not going to last another 14 years, but just thought I'd talk a little bit about the three different ways actually of doing this job and the way that I was able to do it. One would be to disconnect everything off of this throttle body, and this does need to definitely come off to give you enough room, but just take off all the hoses, including there's some transmission hoses back there, and you have to be able to clamp them with the proper clamps to keep the fluid from coming out. That wasn't a good option for me because I'm not that familiar with these things and could have a hard time getting it back together. The other is if you have a star socket to, it can't focus that well, but take that, after you take that nut off, right here, after this nut comes off, then take the whole stud out. If you have, one YouTuber said it was an E7. Well, that really does not focus well at all. I didn't have a star socket, so I couldn't get this to come. It was just a little bit. In fact, you could probably trim that, because there's a big ledge here, but it wouldn't come out. And so the third option, the one I chose to do, which is to simply take out that bolt there, and there's another bolt right there, and I have not yet actually got this back the way it should be. Just sort of undo that there. Didn't even have to disconnect the hose from the radiator. Here's the reservoir here, and then simply unclip the electrical connection for the fan. This took me about 10 minutes because I was going in it from this angle, so like this, trying to get this to come undone. No, you go in it from this angle, just pry down a bit on it, it will release and you can pull it off. So there was a 10-minute tip right there that I wish I knew. Of course, I'm trying to be careful with these plastic connectors because they're all baked, and you never know what you're going to break by putting a little too much pressure on there. And then you just pop out. There's just two things that pop out there, and then this just lifts on out, and then you have plenty of room to pull it back. That may seem like a bit much, but it's, for me, it wasn't that bad. I had done it before because the starter is down here, and if you ever do that, this is going to have to come out to do the job. Can't pull this the intake totally out. You can just sort of comes out on an angle about right here. It gives you enough room to clean up the two connections, pull out the old gasket and put the orange one in, and secure everything together. For me, disconnecting the least amount of stuff with the tools that I had, and I didn't have I mean, it would be a good option if you had a star socket, an E7, to take that stud out, but it didn't have that. So that was a good option for me. Hope this helps.